What's up guys, Watermelon Gaming, and I'm bringing you my first ever video on my new YouTube channel, and basically what I'm going to be talking about is Blender. Blender's a widely known app, this guy right here, basically for just creating anything that you want to make. You can also make animations with it as well. But today we're just going to be going over the specs and kind of the in detail, um, just how everything works, the very basic controls, and then towards the end we'll go over a little bit of animation there. Okay, so the first things first, right here, your third clicker, some people call it, just right here in the middle. You're going to use that and hold that down, and it's basically going to grab your grid, and you're going to be able to look, upside down, up top, over, just whatever perspective you want. So that's what that's going to do. Get that out of the way. Next thing you want to do is let's talk about I just call it the X and Y axis. So you have an item and you've clicked on it. So we can click on this one, we can click on this. Let's just use the box for example. So you're going to click on this Y axis and it's going to drag it up or down. So let's look from a different perspective here. Up or down. Okay, so let's say we want it right there. And you grab it right here, move it this way or this way. So let's say we want it over here. Okay. And then we can also choose to move this way and this way. So we just want it in the back over here. So now we've placed our object. Also, if you don't like using that, you can click and hold on the object and then you can actually move it yourself. So that's pretty sweet. Alright, next we're going to be talking about, also back over here to this little third button, you can zoom in now. You can zoom in and out on whatever you're doing. So if you want to see your project from a different perspective, you can do that. Also, if you want to search something, just search something up, you can't find something, just press spacebar. Number one thing to do. So let's see, we're going to bring up the monkey. Okay, so what the monkey is, it's basically like a test dummy for, I don't know, the software Blender itself. It's just to test things in general. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this in. Also, if you want to delete something, you click on it, and there's a lot of keyboard shortcuts, I guess, but those are really complicated. You have to remember all those. So I just say delete. Okay. So you go to all those objects you don't want, click on them, press delete. Alright, so now we're just left with the monkey. Now, first thing I want to talk about with this guy, when you add an object, you can't just add anything. The monkey is essentially just, a test dummy, like I said before. So what we're going to talk about now is object mode. So when you're in object mode, this is letting you move everything around. Now there's also edit mode. Now edit mode is to change how this guy is going to look, the color of him, all the small specs on this itself. But when you're in object mode, it's moving it around, everything around it. So we're going to bring it into edit mode, and we're just going to talk about changing the color a little bit. So you're going to click on this guy right here, new, diffuse. Alright, so now we can change the color of him, make him whatever we want. So I'm just going to make him, let's just make him green. So now he's green. Now he still has like an orange grid around him. That's not what the final product looks like. That's only because we're in editing mode. So you go ahead and click on that and go back to objective. Now this is what the final product looks like with that color. Alright. So that's just a little bit of the main things that, the main specs in the Blender app. You can kind of go through these. What I suggest for yourself is you can't really mess anything up. So if you're scared of touching certain buttons and like permanently messing something up, you can't really do that. In this software, you can just click File, New, and you're back to where you were. So I advise you the very first thing you do is just spam all the buttons, click, try and figure out, teach yourself as much as possible. So once you're finished, you want to click on this and you're going to go to render. Also, if you've made an animation, this is how you're going to view your animation. So there's two very key steps under the camera section of all these guys. So when you're done, this is where you're going to go once you finish and you want to see your final product essentially. So yeah. Also, there's a camera that you can add. So let's go to spacebar and then camera. Okay, so add camera. So now this is very important to rendering like a photo, you know, you want to make something, right? So let's just put this guy in the camera view a little bit here. That looks like he's in the view just a little bit. That's alright. This is just for the educational purposes, I guess you could say. And so you're gonna click on this guy and then you're gonna render. Now this is what this is what it currently looks like. And obviously that's not very good at all. But that's because I haven't gotten into it too much. This is just very brief. But you do need that, and again, you just click on it and delete when you're done. Click, delete, done. Okay. So yeah, that's just pretty much a little short Blender tutorial on a couple of things that you might want to learn or things you did not know. And yeah, it's been Watermelon Gaming, and that's been the video. Thanks. Peace.